Good, y'all? It's your boy P.O. back with another one, man. Today, as y'all can see, we watching some more 15 Minutes of Shame. TikTokers facing 20 years in prison for TikTok video.
These TikTokers are facing 20 years in prison after a TikTok video gone wrong, as they have just been arrested and charged with kidnapping and conspiracy. Two very, very serious felonies. Today we'll take a look at this situation as well as two other TikTokers who are facing decades behind bars after getting arrested. So let's break this down. How the hell are these 18 to 19-year-old kids getting charged with kidnapping? Well, it's because they wanted to do their own version of To Catch a Predator. Civilian predator stings are very common on social media. There are some famous ones such as EDP 445, and I'll give my opinion on those in just a moment. But these guys had no clue what they were doing whatsoever, and they went and did this with ill
Assumption University? Where even is that?
Intent. Let's watch a news article and then I will elaborate.
College students in Massachusetts are accused of kidnapping and assaulting a man during a To Catch a Predator style scheme.
Campus investigators say it stems from a concerning trend on TikTok to lure supposed child predators and confront them. Oscar Margin has reports.
I just want to fact check this lady. She said that it is a concerning trend. Now, that couldn't be further from the truth. First of all, it's been around for a very long time, and there's nothing concerning about it. If it's done by well-intentioned people, it can have amazing results for society in general. However, when it comes to TikTokers, usually they are complete degenerates, and they are just so thirsty for content that they are willing to cut corners, and that's exactly what happened here.
After learning of a TikTok trend that has led a group of schoolmates from Assumption University in Worcester to be charged with kidnapping. University police named these 5 students and 1 minor, accusing them of luring a man to campus the night of October 1st through the Tinder dating app.
What are you doing here today?
The mission was to catch a predator, just like the TV show, but investigators say it went sideways. Court documents state the man arranged to meet with a woman listed as an 18-year-old online. But when he arrived, he was met with a mob of about 30 students who were allegedly recruited by the 5 defendants, saying he was meeting with a minor. That mob reportedly chased after the man and assaulted him as he got back into his car and drove away.
So here's where these kids messed up. First of all, their style was extremely aggressive to ambush the predator and to go hands-on, but the real problem was because this guy was not a predator. You see, they catfished as an 18-year-old, which is legal, which means he
How dumb are you?
is not committing any crimes and he's not doing anything wrong. It's also worth mentioning that the guy was 22 years old, so we're talking about a 4-year gap with someone that is of age. So no crime has been committed here, and they just straight up assaulted an innocent man. Not only assaulted him, but lured him to this assault. Now, if this was indeed a predator, let's say if they did it by the book and they catfished as a minor that is illegal to meet up with, no one would have said anything. Literally. You see, there were these predator catchers called DAP, or Dads Against Predators, and these guys were really brutal with the predators. They would beat them up. Very rarely would they call the cops. It was more about intimidating, teaching a lesson, and in some cases, beating the shit out of these predators. But DAP did their homework, and they made sure that the person they were confronting was committing a crime.
They're always guilty.
By trying to meet up with a minor, which is not the case in this situation. So DAP never made the news for beating up these predators because no one cares about these predators. They're evil people and they deserve nothing less. But in this case, we're talking about an innocent man that did nothing wrong legally and nothing wrong morally. So these 6 TikTokers are totally screwed. And what's even worse is that this guy was in the area for a funeral.
The victim reportedly told police he was in town for his grandmother's funeral and was wanting to meet up with happy people. Assumption University would not say what disciplinary action it may take, if at all, against the students. They're all scheduled for an arraignment in 2 weeks.
Now, I would have been pissed.
Now, I don't think...
I would have been pissed, but I'm not gonna lie. Even if I was the guy, I wouldn't want no 18, 19-year-olds getting a 20-year sentence. I'm not gonna lie. Give me some money though.
These guys really understand how badly they just screwed up, because
Give me
the
some money,
felonies they picked up
Give me
are
some money,
very
though. You're paying my
serious and in
tuition.
some cases can carry up to life in prison. The first crime is kidnapping. So let's take a look at the statute. So it says here that the penalty for kidnapping in Massachusetts depends on the circumstances of the crime. Penalties can include imprisonment up to 10 years in state prison or up to 2 years in jail, and then it really depends on what the crime included. So you get at least 10 years in state prison if the defendant was armed with a firearm. That's not the case over here. They weren't trying to extort money out of him, so they won't get a life sentence, but they were putting his safety at risk. So they could get the mandatory 5 years, but I guess time will tell. Now, don't go anywhere because I still have 2 more stories of TikTokers getting arrested in this very video. But before we do that, I just want to ask you guys to subscribe. Lately, the support has been
Make sure y'all like, comment, sub. We need our
incredible, and we have
our
gained
analytics
over
to be looking
2,000
like this.
subscribers
Come on now.
with the latest video about that woman that killed her friend
watched
for a
that
TikTok
too, so
video.
go
So
watch
please
that.
continue to subscribe if you enjoy quality uploads like these. But for now, take a look at this.
I'll wait for you. Like, comment, sub right now, because y'all know you didn't do it when I just said it before. Alright then.
Let's go! Another case of when chasing clout goes wrong. Detroit Police's social media team tracked down this rapping passenger and driver after they posted video of themselves pointing Dracos at a DPD scout car online.
Really, the message is, I guess you can say, if you want to play stupid games, you'll win
Literally.
stupid prizes. But you brought us to
I ain't
you.
even gonna say it.
Was there a reason why? That either of these guys said that they were pointing a gun at a scout car or a police car?
No, nothing was said at this point.
was cool.
But they'll
It
get
was
some
cool.
time.
Duh.
It's, for the life of me, I have no idea why you would do that.
It's cool.
And then put it on social media.
And then post it on social media.
While the passenger's gun is hard to miss, we'll slow the video down as the phone camera pans over to show the driver's arm too. Fox 2 obtained a photo of police arresting one of the 2 19-year-olds Tuesday in a neighborhood on Detroit's west side. Their charges are pending, which is why we blurred this suspect's face.
Now, sometimes I wonder if TikTok isn't just some type of tool that is used by our enemies to make
I literally could not tell what was in their hand, bro. It's
our population
Stupid.
dumber, because this is unbelievably stupid. First of all, what if the cop turned around and sees armed suspects pointing guns at him? He would possibly start blasting them into oblivion. That's one thing. Second of all, you're posting this on the internet. It's going to fall back on you. They are going to find you. Anyways, what's even crazier is that because they were arrested for this crime, the cops found out that the guns in question were associated with other unsolved crimes.
stupid.
But wait, there's more. Investigators found the suspects tied to another, more serious crime.
What's fascinating about it is once we started doing some more work, it comes back to a couple of individuals that were wanted for a non-fatal shooting in October of last year.
Police say those guns may be tied to that October shooting. DPD took a third person into custody, but he was later released. Officers discovered Glock switches in the suspect's car, which
It's over.
raises this case to a federal level. On Detroit's west side, Brandon Hudson, Fox 2 News.
Now, the Glock switch situation
It's
makes this so much
over.
worse, because before he was just dealing with a local case, and now he's dealing with the feds. An absolutely idiotic TikTok video to upload. I don't understand what they're trying to get out of this. Even if you get famous on TikTok, like our next topic, you're not making that much money. TikTok doesn't really pay much. It's more the clout. They're getting recognition, but you can't really make a living off TikTok. Now, as we're talking about a famous TikToker, let me introduce you to D. Kane. So D. Kane is a criminal that's on
Make sure you sub up if you haven't. We just hit 40 subs recently, but I'm trying to hit millions.
TikTok, And his content, how should I call it? The only way to describe him, basically he's a cringe lord. I'm going to show you 3 of
I've
his
seen this guy
TikToks. They're
before.
very short, but I do apologize if you lose brain cells in the process.
I'm feeling sparkly tonight. How are you feeling tonight?
Sparkly?
Yo, glittery. Glitter. What you know about that glitter?
I don't know nothing about none of that. Yo, is that DK?
Are you feeling real sparkly? Wait, what is that?
I'm confused, bro.
Oh, hell no. Oh, yeah, bitch. Oh, yeah, bitch. Oh, yeah, bitch.
So as you guys can see, it's just total cringe. I mean, this type of content is the bottom of the barrel when it comes to cringe. I
what's
don't
going on?
understand how you can voluntarily upload this to the internet and not immediately delete it,
Hey,
but
man.
he gets millions
Yeah, I'm about to say, if it's making him money, man, don't hate on it. And he not hurting nobody.
of views per video on this pure
I
garbage.
think-
Now that's besides the point, because as you can see from the previous clip, he already had an ankle monitor. He's a criminal that is out either on parole or bond, and it turns out that he royally messed up, and now he is facing life in prison. Take a look
wow.
at this.
It's all right, D-Kane?
See, she got you in trouble, kid.
She got you in trouble, D-Kane? She ain't no good.
Yeah, she was
What happened?
I'm gonna see this.
He is sick. Look at him.
Kane? She ain't no good news, D-Kane. It's all right.
It's not all right. He's gonna get life.
There goes D-Kane, guys. All for that smelly noo-noo. Smelly noo-noo. And they left you. They didn't even stick around.
Margie's not without you.
Hey, where we going to Mama Margie's from here? Like D-Kane right there, guys.
They're gonna go now without you.
He gonna eat some county jail food.
They're gonna do some Wingstop and you're not.
He gonna go eat.
This guy, which I
Well, send something for your books.
I'll send you some ramen noodles, I promise.
So this guy got arrested outside a club for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which is a second-degree felony. His bond is $200,000. And because he's a
Was TikTok paying that well or what?
convicted felon and he's on probation, he got charged with prohibited weapons, which is a third-degree felony. And he also got charged with violating his probation, and in this case he is not eligible for bond. So he's probably going to stay in jail for quite some time, and then he's going to possibly do several decades in prison. Keep in mind, when you're a felon and you're caught with guns, the judge is not going to like that. Usually it's an automatic 5 years, and in this case he will do a lot more than that. Now I just want you guys to remember that this guy is 5'3". So in jail, it's not gonna go well for him, and he should have stuck to just doing TikTok videos, because rarely, in this case, his arrest had nothing to do with his TikTok
his real
videos.
eyebrows?
His
Why are they
TikTok
so
videos were pretty harmless,
dark?
although they were extremely cringe, but it was what he did outside of TikTok that brought him a lot of trouble. So just to recap, we have 6 morons that are facing 20 years in prison, a convicted felon that is facing life in prison, and we have 2 idiots that are facing some time in prison, although we are not too sure how much yet. Now, you might tell yourself, well,
The 2 dudes in the car gotta be the dumbest ones ever.
it's all good because TikTok is getting banned, right? Well, that is wrong, because at the moment of editing, TikTok is in the process of getting unbanned. Here's what they have to say. It's been a little over 12 hours since
That's really it though, right?
moderation. For example, Wolfie Coletti was able to amass millions of subscribers on TikTok, and every single one of his video was a harmful crime committed towards the public. It took national attention when he got arrested for trying to poison people for TikTok to finally shut down his channel. So if they had a little bit more moderation and...
Yeah, he sprayed this on some food. He got arrested for it. I don't know why he doing something that stupid, but like I say, man, make sure y'all not being dumb out here. I know you smart because you watching me. It's your boy P on, I'm going. Y'all boys be smart out here.